And shine, everyone, and thank you for joining us on air and streaming on the KARE 11 app here on your Friday Junior, your Thursday morning. I'm Jason Hackett alongside Alicia Lewis. We have a lot to get to this morning. We're going to start with weather, though. Not feeling too bad outside this morning.
It's great. Let's get out to bed. Yesterday was hot.
It was toasty outside. Warmest day of the year so far. We hit 89 in the Twin Cities. Subtly cooler as we head into today. We have a Canadian high pressure system that's moving over the western Great Lakes that will keep us high and dry, but it's also going to provide us with slightly cooler temperatures and also a noticeable drop in humidity. You can see some higher clouds starting to build into the southwestern part of the state, but it's minimal as far as cloud cover goes. And the sun is now up. Live shot from our Golden Valley sky camera, and temperatures will stay on the warmer side. The next 5 days, we are at least in the mid 80s. Friday looks like the warmest day, near 90 degrees. And just keep in mind, our average high is in the lower 70s, so it is going to be warmer than that. Your hour-by-hour forecast, well, we're in the 60s right now, rising to the 70s by 10 o'clock, probably in the 80s by about noontime today. And we'll talk about when this pattern changes. And yes, we do have some showers in your 7-day. We'll talk about when coming up. But first, let's talk traffic with Cece. Good morning.
Yeah, let's head out on the roads this morning at 6:02. Things are looking great out there. This is a live look just north of Monticello in Clearwater on 94 eastbound. Good morning if you're watching from there. Roads very quiet in that area. And as we zoom back down to the Twin Cities Metro, quiet here too. Traffic flow looks nice because it's still early and we don't have a lot of crashes out there, which is nice. But construction is the story really all week. I do want to look ahead to your weekend because there are a couple of closures that you want to know about. You have to reroute all weekend and even into Monday night for some of the projects. So stick around for that. Cece, thank you. Let's get to our top story of the morning. New reactions this morning pouring in surrounding MPD Police Chief Brian O'Hara's resignation.
Several leaders say they were shocked to hear the news. Audrey Russo's at the live desk with what people are saying this morning. Good morning, Audrey.
Good morning. The fallout from Brian O'Hara's resignation highlights the tense relationship between Mayor Jacob Frey and the Minneapolis City Council. Now, the crux of the issue is whether Mayor Frey should have renominated O'Hara as police chief while the latter was actively under investigation. There's a lot to digest, so let me walk you through the timeline. The first investigation that O'Hara allegedly had sexual relationships with city employees was closed last summer when an independent law firm found those claims were unsubstantiated. Now, a second investigation was ordered in December when a whistleblower accused O'Hara of tampering with the first investigation. Now, that probe was still going on when Mayor Frey decided to renominate O'Hara to another 4-year stint as chief earlier this month. City council members criticized the mayor's decision and accused him of keeping them in the dark on both investigations, while the mayor argues he can't make hiring decisions off of anonymous complaints.
You can't discipline or terminate a chief based on rumor or anonymous complaints. You got to investigate them. You do not know how long those investigations will go.
When he goes off into his office alone and makes decisions without actually working with city council, you get this result, which is a total lapse of judgment to renominate this individual.
Now, the mayor went on to say that the data in the investigations could not be made public until there was formal discipline, which is why he waited to inform the council. Back to you.
All right, Audrey Russo with the very latest from the live desk. Thank you. Assistant Police Chief Katie Blackwell is now at the helm. O'Hara promoted Blackwell in 2023 to a newly created position overseeing the department's daily operations, including patrols and operations. She's been among MPD's ranks for more than 20 years now. And Blackwell testified as a key witness during Derek Chauvin's murder trial, telling the jury that MPD doesn't teach officers to restrain people the way Chauvin restrained George Floyd. So still so much to learn about O'Hara's resignation. We're going to continue to follow the latest for all of our coverage anytime. Head to KARE11.com or stream for free with our apps for your phone and your TV.
Developing this morning, authorities in Shakopee are still working to track down a suspect after a deadly shooting during an Eid prayer service. It happened just before 10 a.m. yesterday at Canterbury Park's event center. Take a listen to the dispatch audio minutes after the shooting happened.
You are being requested by a line to assist on a gunshot wound at Canterbury Park, 1100 Canterbury South. A party that was shot in the face. They're going to be at the Expo Center.
According to a Facebook post, the prayer service was being hosted by the Samaha Islamic Center. Social media video posted minutes before the shooting showing hundreds of people inside the event center. In a statement, Canterbury Park officials say that the shooter and victim were both attending the service.
Right now, police in Burnsville are searching for a 53-year-old man who's been missing for over 24 hours now. Take a good look at your screen. This is John Capon, who police say was last seen wearing a gray t-shirt, jeans, and black shoes. Burnsville police say Capon does not have a phone or a car, and he has a medical condition that makes finding him quickly a priority. The State Patrol spent part of their day searching the area from the air. So again, take a good look here. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Burnsville Police Department.
This morning, Congresswoman Angie Craig says she's pulling out of the DFL endorsement process, but not from the race for Senate. Her decision all but guarantees the DFL endorsement will go to Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan. They're vying to be the Democratic candidate for Tina Smith's seat when she retires at the end of her term. Craig said the endorsement process does not reflect the full scope of the DFL party. Flanagan responding, saying that if she can't face her own party, she's not ready to face Republicans. Voters will get to have their say in the primary this August.
Well, if you're flying out of MSP anytime soon, you're going to want to get there a little bit early.
Yes, today a new gaming lounge is opening up to help you pass the time at MSP. And Megan McPherson's getting a first-hand look inside this morning. She's been gaming. What are you playing now?
Is that Super Smash Brothers?
It is. It's your favorite, Jason. Oh. I had to. And of course, I'm Yoshi. Don't look at my score, though. I never said I was good at gaming. I honestly, I've tried. I'm more of a Wii. I'm more of a Mario Kart. You know, all these buttons. It's really not my thing. But this is the Portal Lounge. We're here this morning. Opens at 4 a.m. I actually learned the grand opening is today, yes, but the lounge has actually had a soft opening going on for the last couple of weeks. They've been making sure that the games work, that the food is all good to go, and it's actually filled up quite a bit. So I'll take you around here and give you a little look around the place. But yeah, you can see that it has gotten busy in here this morning. We got the bartender on site now. If you were watching at 5 a.m., you might know that our robotic bartender, which is a huge draw of this place. This is the first lounge of its kind to have a robotic bartender, and we were trying to show that at 5, had a little bit of a malfunction, but we've got the human bartender here now, so you can still come in here and get your drinks this morning. But if you come in, there's a couple ways that you can get in. You can either pay just a walk-in $70 fee, but that gets you unlimited food, drinks, games, all the things. And then you can also, just come in through certain credit cards like American Express, Chase, all that good stuff. But we did get to talk to the co-founders yesterday. They gave us a look inside here, and they also said that they really want this lounge to feel very different from a typical airport lounge.
Lounges can be a very bland feel, and so we wanted to develop something that speaks to the millennials, speaks to the Gen Z, and say, hey, this is a place for you to have your food, have your drinks, and of course, have a great time.
Yeah, you can certainly come in here. I could see myself having a great time in here, spending several hours here. Jordan, who we're actually going to talk to coming up in the next half hour, he's been putting out some fires with the robotic bartender, trying to get the part to fix that. They actually brought that all the way over from Italy. If you were watching at 5, I'll give more context in the next half hour, but they're trying to get that back up and running. The official grand opening is going to be held this afternoon, I believe from 1 to 4 p.m. this afternoon, but the lounge is now open, and it stays open until 9 p.m., so you can come here if you got an early morning flight or a late flight as well.
So it's a human bartender. So we think AI.
That's very true.
They're starting to look more real.
Yes. How do you know that that's a human bartender, Megan?
Do you need proof? What do you think?
Do a good zoom in. Yeah. We need to see him.
Uh-huh. Go and poke
I don't
him
know.
with a stick and
I
see
don't
what
know.
happens.
Maybe a little robotic. I don't know. I don't trust anything anymore.
Yeah.
He looks pretty real.
I don't know.
He looks
Yeah.
We got to verify. All right, Megan. I'm glad they got that situation figured out. It looks like a really cool spot, and I can't wait to visit. No doubt about it.
That's going to be fun. We'll check back. Hopefully they get that part from Italy for that robot. We'll check back soon.